Nathan Travis.
What's up?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How about a drink?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Nathan Travis, what are we drinking today?
I'll do an IPA, West Coast.
IPA. West Coast it is. But cheers, my friend.
Sure.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Colorful Colorado.
Oh, nice. What is it?
A lager.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a brewery in Denver. They make this one beer. That's all. They
That's
don't do
it?
anything else. Yeah. They have one job to do and they nailed it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for them.
All right. Well, you were here. Let's do it.
I'm here.
All right. Nathan Travis. This is kind of weird because
We know
we've
each other.
known each other forever. Yeah.
You could just answer it for me.
Good. But I'll ask you the questions anyway.
Okay.
So, townie or transplant?
Townie.
Townie, baby.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up, man?
I grew up in Cragmore.
Yeah, the hood.
Yep.
We used to run them streets.
Yeah, we did. We went to the same elementary as my mom, same junior high as my mom, same
I
high
didn't know
school
your
as
mom
my
went to Bates too.
Yeah, she
That's
did.
awesome.
Yeah.
But my mom went to Horseman as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Man,
Small.
just little hoodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very first art project with you on the basketball court.
That was your first thing?
Yeah. I
Oh, nice.
mean, I'd done like little things, but that was like a self-assigned art
Yeah,
project.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Okay, this is the big one. So when did art find you, and then when did you start pursuing it?
So art found me way young. My family has a relative, John Dare Howland, who was a pretty famous painter.
Mm-hmm.
And so from growing up, his book was always on our coffee table. And when I went to my grandparents' house, they always had these big Western paintings that he did with
Yeah.
huge gold frames. And I just loved it.
Yeah.
Stared at them all the time.
So
Always wanted to be that guy
Yeah. Since you were a young kid.
since I was further than I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, fast forward, when did you start pursuing art? Like you were fascinated as a
I
kid.
was fascinated. In kindergarten, I was doing art, and the Bates Elementary School recognized that and sent me to Bemis Art School.
Oh, awesome!
And
I
so
didn't know that.
went. And I'm not sure if I went in kindergarten, but I know I went on 2 separate occasions for some classes, either first or second grade, or
Yeah,
first or third grade, I think it was.
it's
So I
awesome.
did Bemis Art School. My grandma would pick me up from elementary and drop me off down there for the day.
That's so cool.
So I was very young.
Yeah,
Yeah, never stopped.
yeah, it's cool to have people in your life that will kind of massage that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you had that.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, not just other knucklehead neighborhood kids like me.
Yeah.
And then that was massaged a little bit. And then when did you start, like on your own, start to pursue art?
I would say probably in my teens,
Yeah.
same as you.
Yeah.
You know, doing graffiti and
Yeah.
basically that's what I stuck to for quite a few years, until I thought in my head maybe I could try to make some money,
Yeah.
and I didn't think that graffiti was the right.
So walk us through
Route.
that. So first piece of graffiti and figuring that out, to when did that end and start like, okay, I gotta like translate this into a way to I can continue to
First
pursue.
piece of graffiti was with you on the basketball court,
Yeah.
probably at one of those, or right around that time.
Middle school, junior high, something like that. Yeah.
And then continued with graffiti until I was in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, I started experimenting with portraits, and I also had Floyd Tunson as a high school art teacher. So in
Huge.
that class, we did all sorts of things to challenge your brain, and if you're an artist, you love that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
in his class, I started doing portrait work.
Yeah.
And I've just continued doing portraits. I went through a landscape time in my life, and I've honestly tried a bunch of different type of
You
art.
truly
so-
are a Renaissance man. I mean,
Thanks,
you
thanks.
do. I mean, I've told you this for years. You're one of my all-time favorite artists,
I appreciate
and
that.
everything that you do, whether it's building a pond or this fireplace that is an artistic treasure in your backyard, or a portrait or whatever. And everything has this very innate signature. Like you put your thumbprint on everything, and it's really, I love your work, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Going back, graffiti. So we were kind of being knuckleheads doing all that and kind of making it go for it. But then you really tried. I mean, you traveled a bit. Yeah, I was off, starting family and figuring that out. But you were really like, graffiti took you some places, and you were.
Yeah, I went to St. Louis, did some stuff there. That's really the only place I went with graffiti. But it
you were pushing hard though, harder than I was. I mean, other than just, we went out a couple times, and you guys were really
graffiti pushed me to do, like to try to figure out a style. And then once I saw that, because graffiti is mostly about being a unique person in that whole world. I took that and went and tried to be unique in every type of art style that I've done. And so even today, almost everything I do is based upon what I learned during that time as a teenager, like trying to be unique.
It's interesting that, it's not like we had any teachers, for graffiti. Our tools were very, very limited. While there were, caps and tools and everything, we didn't really have access to those, or readily accessible. Figured out ways to either make our own or go find some somewhere, but it wasn't readily available.
It was the late 1900s. So. There was no internet or anything back then, right?
Oh man, yeah. Wait till my kids see this. Yeah. But it is cool because, I mean, as an artist, like it is important. I feel like I have this conversation with every artist about, having a style and a signature and everything. And again, while there isn't like, we didn't have teachers for that art form, the art form itself was a teacher. And part of the culture really pushes some really great things, because there are, there's a way to do a throwy, and there's aesthetically, stylistically, wild style is a thing. There's all these things, but in all of those elements, you still have to figure out how your signature comes through, and you're not just regurgitating the same thing. So the art form is a teacher, and it's a cool expression.
Of course.
Piggybacking on that, every artist has a style, a medium, a direction. How would you describe your voice? Talk to us about your medium, and then what are you trying to say with your art? And I know that's very loaded, because
it's very loaded,
like Heidi, she's done everything.
I mean, honestly, my favorite thing is to try something I've never done before, because to have a challenge is what I kind of gravitate towards. But I've done, landscaping as art. I've done work with cement, but my favorite art form is with just pencil and paper. Which is what most of my portrait work is just pencil and paper. But I do try a lot of mediums. And as far as what I'm trying to say, I haven't figured that out yet. I just enjoy submersing myself in the mediums and testing them out and learning.
Another artist, Michael Ortiz, said something similar. He's like, doing all these things. It's like, I don't know if what I'm doing right now is quite what I want to say. So I think it is important for other artists to also hear that. Like, I don't know if I've really quite figured out what I'm trying to say yet. But I will say this, I love all your work, but there is something so unique and so special about the way you do portraits, and especially when people think about a pencil drawing.
Sure.
Like when someone looks at your work, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's just pencil. Like the way that you are able to manipulate, lead and eraser and make things glow and give a portrait a personality is so unique and so special, and it is a really great signature.
Thank you.
Yeah, proud of you, man.
Yeah, appreciate that.
So while we're on this, how about you elaborate? Because you do have a very special project out right now that will be at Art Gallery next month. So can you
Yeah,
talk to us about that a little bit?
This project is called Left to Right, where I'm doing large scale pencil portraits, and I'm leaving them out in public spaces. Thanks to you, I've had a really great place to leave them.
Yeah.
And people can express themselves on the portraits. So most of them are political figures, and it's been very interesting to see how it's evolved from what I had in my brain to what is coming out this next month.
Well, I think even for the listener, if they haven't seen it already, when they think of a large scale pencil portrait,
Yes.
maybe that's, 24 by 24 or whatever.
Yeah.
These are 4 feet by 5 feet drawings
Yes.
in pencil.
Yes.
Yeah. And that is large scale for a pencil drawing.
And I never even expected that this is how I was going to do them. I thought I would use a different medium, but the day that I started, it's all I knew was pencil portraits. So I was like, let's go.
I'm glad you leaned into that.
Yeah.
It was
it taught me a lot about
you and I and a few other artists were sitting in the alley last summer, and you mentioned this, and we all kind of lost our minds. Like, this has to be done. This is an important project.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. It's been a rough go for you, though. I mean, it's been challenging in so many ways that I don't think people quite understand. I'd like you to elaborate on that a little bit. But I, as a friend and fellow art lover, just respecter of all art, when you sent me, so that the week before the first debut, you sent me the first couple pieces as a teaser, and I was like super excited. Especially the Monk Peace March is just so beautiful, and I knew the whole idea behind the project, and it's an invitation for the public to participate and everything. But I had this real knee jerk as a friend. It's like, nobody better touch my friend's artwork. No way, absolutely. I mean, it really is. And so as someone on the outside looking in, and someone that, I love you and everything, that feels that way, walk us through how it felt to like put yourself out there. Like, for an artist to put their work out there is already, I think brave is overused these days, but it is brave.
Sure.
But to have your artwork out there and then invite someone to add to it or draw or write on it or destroy it or vandalize it, that's a different level. So
yeah, it was something I wasn't expecting, because I had thought it over. I had planned it all out.
Yeah.
I had imagined in my mind what it was going to look like, but then when I rolled it out the very first time and I saw someone pick up the marker, I turned around and couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
It was that hard. I
Quite
was like,
emotional.
wow, someone is about to. I spent a lot of time drawing these drawings.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was doing little details, and
Yeah.
they were just being marked off and crossed out, and it was hard.
Yeah.
And I had to evolve past that really fast, because I still had 8 more to do. At that point in time. And my favorite part about it was just dropping it off after that and not looking at it until I picked it back up. Even today, it's still hard for me to watch someone do the first mark on them. But I've accepted it.
Begrudgingly.
Yes.
That's hard. Yeah. And I think you expect, because these are highly political viewpoints, a lot of these things that are going on in a very hard time in our world. And so you expect people to have a thought, a feeling, need to vent, a stance on something. You expect that. Sure. I think what may have been harder is the flippancy that
Yeah.
some people had. It's like you're not even participating in the project. You're just scribbling on it or
Yes.
writing something, your initials, or like something that that's not what this is about at all.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly thought that people would look at it, think about what they wanted to write on there or draw on there. I even thought that some people would be ashamed
Sure, yeah,
to
yeah,
write on it. I
yeah,
wasn't sure if people would really do it,
yeah. And
but
people really got involved.
people really got
Yeah,
involved,
yeah,
and um, there was people that just put their .coms on there, and
yeah,
there were parents that brought their kids around it, which my child has drawn all over most of them,
yeah,
but and they just let them color on it like it was a coloring book
yeah,
and didn't pay any attention to even what they were doing
yeah,
or what the outcome could be. So that was probably the most difficult part, was like just seeing kids scribble on it, color the faces in, that I spent hours on,
yeah,
Most of what I do is like eyeballs and faces,
yeah.
and there's barely any eyeballs and faces left on any
In
of
fact,
it.
one of them got carved out. Someone
Yes,
carved out the
yes,
eyeballs.
yes.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that
Uh,
while you can anticipate all these things, how a lot of the expressions and people's participation was, whether it was hard or not, was expected. But I don't think what the it becoming a different social experiment
sure.
was what any for sure I didn't expect this, like, because it has become this other social experiment as well.
Yeah, so one night, I have my card out, and it has a painting on both sides. It has literature on there on what it is. It has my information on how to contact me. And a local influencer decided to use it for his own benefit, in my opinion, and took a picture of one of them right in the beginning.
Yeah.
And when he posted it to his hundreds of thousands of followers, it became a meme of sorts. It became something, I don't even know how to explain it,
Yeah.
but you got the brunt of it, you and
Kawadi.
Kawadi. He shared it as something different than what it actually was.
Yeah. A way for him to leverage his
Yeah, he
stir his pot for
yeah,
his
yeah.
people. Yeah.
His whole thing is clicks and likes and
Yeah.
comments to boost his thing. Yet all the information is on there that showed that everything he said was not correct on what he posted.
I like one of the comments. It was like, "You guys are just hiding behind a screen. Like, this is a public.
Yeah, it's out in the public alley.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah, my favorite comment was, "You would look better with a bullet hole in your neck."
Yeah, that was fun. That was
Yeah.
fun to wake up to.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it was. I was sleeping.
Ours was, oh, we're gonna find your place and burn it down. And because we had already done like the damage control and responded to everybody, and you guys are welcome in. We can talk about this, all the things. And someone's like, "We're gonna find your place and burn it down." And I really wanted to respond and just be like, "Sorry, man, it's already been done." Someone beat you to it. Well, it is a special project. I'm really glad. Everyone needs to check it out next month at Oric. 2 more portraits.
2 more portraits.
2 more
Yep.
portraits. Will they
Yep.
also be rolled out? And
They will be rolled out on the cart inside of Oric,
and everyone can participate with
they
those
can
as well.
participate on those as well. Yes.
All right, 2 more to go, and then good riddance off to something that
Yeah,
no one can
dude, I'll
touch.
never do.
Well, thank you for doing it. It was
Yeah.
special and hard and all things. Okay, lighter topic. What and or who inspires you as an artist?
Mostly what inspires me is work ethic. Is if you are a hardworking person at whatever you're doing, that inspires me.
Yeah.
The Ross brothers are a big inspiration. My dad is a big inspiration. As far as art, my favorite artist is Rex Van Minnen. and basically because I can't figure out how he does some of his things.
Oh.
And that's like my whole thing. If you could trick me or do
Yes.
something that I can't say,
Yeah.
I could do that.
Uh-huh.
You're going to inspire me through art.
Okay, so this goes back to like graffiti as a teacher. Like, okay, you got to figure out how to do this style and then recreate it in your own style. So this is someone that I know you kind of lost your mind when you discovered.
Sure.
You got really excited and like, I got to figure this out. And in your pursuit to figure out how he's done, you've created some other things.
I did, yeah.
And it was really,
Yeah.
I mean, you did this really cool aerosol project, portraits, and other things. But it was, you discovered how to do that because you were trying to figure out what he's doing. That was pretty special.
Yeah, and I mean, I just want to know how he does it. I don't want to copy him or do anything like that. Like he is doing things that I'd never seen
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
You know, and to me that's inspirational.
Yeah. How does art affect other parts of your life?
How can it not affect it?
Yeah.
It affects my job. It
Mhm.
affects me driving down the street, like seeing architecture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of my favorite types of art is just design.
Yeah.
You know, if you could design something that catches your eye,
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
It affects the way I go on hikes.
Mhm.
You know, I just see something and it changes what I'm thinking about.
Mhm.
You know, art is everything in my head.
Yeah.
You know, I can't escape it.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Just inspired by everything that I see. Yeah. It's hard. Yeah, you can't. It's just, it bleeds into everything. I was just talking to Bonnie too. The way art gives us something to hold on to when we don't have the words sometimes, whether we have something in us, whether it's sadness or joy or conflict or whatever. And even if it's just abstract, we don't even know how to like describe what we're feeling sometimes, and we got to get it onto canvas. Or how, you know, sometimes we see something and it's like, oh, that's how I feel. Or it's just balm. You know, you're going through something and it's just like, just soothing to spend some time with something that somebody else painstakingly went through to create.
Sure.
For this moment that I'm enjoying. Yeah, it's everything. Yeah. What's your favorite and least favorite part about the artistic product process?
My favorite part about the art, which is probably crazy, is having a deadline. And those last 4 or 5 days before that deadline is probably when I put out the best art
Sure.
that I've
Yep.
ever done, because you're just grinding, you're in your head, staring at it too much. I find like if I have too much time, I'll just set it aside until
Yeah.
it's time to go. So
Yeah.
my favorite part is just being in that moment, mixing the colors, the smell of the paints and the lacquers and all of the things. I love that. Just
Yeah.
being there with your piece.
Yeah.
My least favorite thing is social media.
Yeah.
Having to feel like you need to post your
Perform.
process, perform for, you know, if I could just do art and pile it up in my garage, I would do that. You know, my garage is full, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out in the world. But yeah, my least favorite thing is being in front
Well,
of the art. And
Good job getting out in the world, because you still have to be a face. It's just part of the
Sure.
gig and everything. And your work is important, and your voice needs to be heard. But I will never forget art show that we had for you at our other place, incredible show. Yeah, at one point during the evening, I'm looking around like, "Where's Nate?" And I went to the back room, and you're back there. I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm hiding." Like, okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Well, yeah,
I got
yeah.
you, bud.
Yeah, the art is talking for
Yeah.
itself.
That's the language out there. I don't have anything to
Yeah.
say. I'll be back here.
Yeah.
But now, like you have to be in front of people. Now you have a solo show coming up. You'll have to give an artist talk. That's going to be a big deal.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So excited.
What are the main roadblocks, challenges for being an artist?
My main roadblock is time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like I've got kids and a family and
Yep.
a job, and like a lot of people can't say this, but I have a huge yard that I've built that I have to take care of. So time. So
Yep.
basically, once the kids are in bed is when I can sneak out and it's just like being a kid again, like
Yeah.
sneaking out at night and doing graffiti. I have to sneak out to the shed and
Yeah.
get my
Great.
projects done, and I love it. I love being out at night and just
Yeah.
being alone.
That's been your
listening
rhythm
to
for a
some
long time.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think whether it's somebody that is fully pursuing it or someone that like doesn't know if they can pursue it, all these things become excuses. And so for someone that is just hasn't been brave enough, like I have too much going on, I think the reality that people need to just like hold on to is like if you have this great big huge dream and everything, like it's not an all or nothing. You can still be an artist. So just whatever that big pie that you're dreaming about is, like what piece of that can you take care of right now? And then on the flip side, people that are doing it and know that they're supposed to be doing it, but also have a family and kids and a job and all that stuff. Like, okay, I have all these things I need to do. I have a solo show coming up. I've got, all these things, but I've got to figure out like what part of this can I manage and get done. A lot of our artists who've got, second kids on the way and they're still trying to figure it all out. And something that I'm hearing, like a reoccurring thing that I'm hearing and experiencing, is the whole like just breathing in it. I think sometimes we get a little paralyzed because the dream's so big or whatever it is, and so we can't even enjoy the moment. And I've been talking a lot about painting out here in the alley. It's so much fun when we get to do that, and there's people coming and interrupting and talking, and you got someone else painting next to you, and you're kind of clowning around and feels like a child. But there's something special about those moments, because it's like it's not a huge amount of time that we get to do that, but in that amount of time, I feel like I'm so like I have this acute focus. And I think it's because like I'm breathing, I'm enjoying it, and I think sometimes we forget that this is also supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it's your hobby.
It's
yeah. I know we grew up in a group where a lot of people have taken their art form and they've made a living out of it.
Yep.
And for me, that's my dream, is to make a living out of it.
Yep.
And so to get there, at my place in my life, I still have to go to work every day.
Yep.
I still have to pay for a car and a house and groceries and send my kids to school. And, just to go out and get lost in art again it's amazing. So
yeah, but still
one day
have the real job to pay for the dream job.
One day the dream job will be
the job.
the real job.
Yeah. Awesome.
Won't even be a job.
That's right. Yeah. All right, buddy. That's it. Man, I love you. I love you.
Too, man.
Super excited about your show.
Thanks.
This is the time that you turn to the camera, tell people who you are and where they can find you.
I am Nathan Travis. You could find me at NF Travis on Instagram, and you can find me here at the Lookup Gallery. And next month, during the month of July, you could find me at Work Gallery.
Awesome. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
All right, Nathan Travis.
What's up?
Bum One Decor.
Good hobo.
Got to get some good ones for the outtake. All right.